see you in a few. So I just found out that I have a few unexpected guests coming to join me this evening in about 30 minutes. Luckily, I keep some Philadelphia Original Cooking Creme in my fridge, and I suggest that you do the same for situations like this. I'm going to be making a roasted shrimp cocktail with 2 dipping sauces starring Philadelphia Original Cooking Creme. To make the roasted shrimp cocktail, you're going to need a pound of peeled and deveined shrimp that I have here in my bowl. So I'm going to go grab my baking sheet so we can set all the shrimp out to roast. Okay, so we've got our baking sheet lined with aluminum foil to keep it nice and neat. I'm just going to take my shrimp here and pour them onto our baking sheet. And this is just an appetizer, so all you need is about a pound, and that should feed between like 3 and 4 people. And now I'm going to grab my olive oil. You're going to need about 2 tablespoons of olive oil just to cover our shrimp. And I am going to season it with some salt and some pepper. I've got a little bit of sea salt here. Season generously, that's what I always say. And some pepper, just like so. And now I'm just going to toss our shrimp with all of our olive oil and salt and pepper together to coat it before we throw it in the oven. All right, let me wash my hands because they're all nice and dirty now. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my baking sheet with my shrimp and I'm gonna come over here to the oven. I've preheated my oven to 400 degrees and we are gonna cook our shrimp for 8 to 10 minutes till they're pink and firm. You have to make sure you don't overcook your shrimp because nobody likes rubbery shrimp. In the meantime, let's make our dipping sauces. Go grab my 2 bowls over here and my platter for my shrimp. What I love most about this recipe is it's so easy, but you couldn't do it unless you had this one ingredient, Philadelphia Original Cooking Creme. So what I'm gonna do with this is a 10-ounce tub, and I'm gonna split it between both my bowls here evenly. And look how easy this is. It's almost like the texture of sour cream, which makes it so nice because it's easily mixed. And for this recipe, there's no cooking involved in these dips. So it's just for roasting the shrimp, and then we're making these no-cook dipping sauces. So we've got our Philadelphia Cooking Creme, 5 ounces each bowl here. And the first sauce we're gonna make is a creamy cocktail sauce. What I also love about this recipe is I'm using things that I hope most of you have in your house. And so you can just pick up and make it like I am for my guests that are coming over. You can take about a ½ cup of seafood cocktail sauce. And look how easy this is. You are gonna watch us transform into a creamy dip. All you do is mix it. All right, done. See how easy that was? Now, for our second dip, just a little fancier, but nothing too fancy. So, I have some prepared horseradish, and I'm gonna use about 1/4 of a cup here. It's hard to spoon out, so you need a little spoon. Here we go. That's about right. And I'm gonna grab my Dijon mustard. I love when tops come off of jars that easily, because usually that doesn't happen for me. And I'm gonna take a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, put it right on top there. So I'm gonna get a teaspoon of white wine vinegar. And I'm going to pour it right on top of our Dijon mustard and our horseradish and our original Philadelphia cooking cream. Go. And again, it's as simple as just mixing all these ingredients together. So here's our horseradish cream sauce. It's so creamy and delicious. You've got the tanginess from the white wine vinegar and then that little bite from that horseradish. It's gonna be delicious with our roasted shrimp cocktail. So let me go check on the shrimp because I think it's almost ready. This is amazing. Look at how these shrimp are sizzling. Perfect. And you want your shrimp to look pink, pretty, and only 8 to 10 minutes, that's all it takes. So I'm gonna bring our shrimp over here, and I'm gonna grab my spoon, and have this pretty white platter for my guests to serve on. And I'm just gonna spoon my shrimp onto this platter. So we've prepared our 2 dipping sauces, and our roasted shrimp cocktail is now out of the oven. And now I'm gonna grab some fresh lemons and some parsley to garnish. All right. So I'm gonna cut this lemon into wedges. Just like this. And I'm just gonna stick them on our serving plate to look nice and pretty, and it will taste amazing too to squeeze some fresh lemon on this for our guest. And then I have some parsley here that's just gonna look really nice for some really pretty garnish. I can't wait to take a taste. Let's start with our first dip, our horseradish cream sauce. So good. Our shrimp are perfectly seasoned and roasted, and this tangy horseradish sauce is to die for. Now, creamy cocktail sauce. Let's find a perfect shrimp here. Look at this. If you like cocktail sauce, you're gonna love a creamy cocktail sauce. Unbelievable. Your guests will never know how little time you spent in the kitchen making this appetizer. Thanks for joining me, Lauren and Charlotte. I look forward to seeing you next week on my video recipe.